Okay, Dell, this is Dennis Clark. It is Monday, the 2nd of December, 2019, 7 p.m., and I'm going to review your first day in the golf school. Okay? So what you do, your swing habit that we would like to correct is probably the most common one in golf. The name for it, kind of the popular jargon that people use for it, is over the top. You may have heard over the top. I also call it outside in, and I'll define those terms for you just so you don't have any confusion about this. So if I draw a line here, let's do it this way so you can see better. I draw a line here from your target to the golf ball. Everything from the line over to you is referred to as inside. Okay? And everything from the line, with the line of flight here, right? This red line here represents the red line represents your line of flight. Everything from that line, which I told you to imagine as kind of a brick wall or a glass wall, right? Everything from you to the ball is called the inside. Everything on the blue line is called the outside. All right? So what happens for you is that when you come down, your swing comes from the outside and cuts across to the inside, kind of in that direction. A more correct direction for the club into the ball, the one that we're all looking to get solid shots, would be to have, and I'll go back to red here, to have the club arrive more from the inside and stay on the inside. So the whole swing takes place on your side of the line of flight. Again, this line here is an imaginary line, right? It's the line, called the line of flight, the line you'd like the ball to fly on at your target. Your club in golf can never get outside that line. Okay, so that's the terminology we're going to use. Okay, so I'll go here first. Your posture's not too bad. You don't turn your shoulders enough. See, what I want to do with you is tomorrow on the pitches and the bunker and the pitch shots that we're going to do, your shoulders need to turn more in your backswing. And I don't think this is a physical restriction for you. I think it's just a bad habit. Do you see where your shoulders are there? Let me show you something here. If I brought her club up to about where yours is, do you see how much more shoulder turns involved? And now bring her left arm parallel to the ground. And I'll bring your left arm parallel to the ground. So I think it's pretty obvious here, Del, that you're taking the club back with just your arms. Okay, so you need to really be able to turn your shoulders a little bit more to get the club to the inside, right? Because if this is a girl named Connie Chen, when she rotates her shoulders, look at the club coming to the inside of that line. See the arc on the club? That's provided by twisting her body. Okay, so we're going to get you to remember, our objective is to get you to swing more inside the ball. Okay, so your shoulders, your upper body, your torso, your chest does pretty much nothing at the golf swing. At the beginning, it's just all arms. Now the shoulders will try to play catch up a little bit. And we watch. So you've also stood up straight here. Body's very straight. At the top of her swing, she still has the angle here as she goes. So you want to try to stay in your posture. You don't want to lift up out of it. But we'll get that as we go. The most important thing I can do for you is give you more room to swing the club down on the inside. Okay? So we'll follow the line here. Okay? Now let's follow her line down here. Let's get all these lines out of here so they're not too confusing for you. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line from Connie's hands, the butt of her club down to the ball. And I'm going to draw a line from your hands down to the ball. Okay, so let's watch. See the difference? Okay. See your hands outside the line? Right. Now watch the club. And you can see where it comes from outside. Right there. Watch her club. Never really gets outside the line. Hits the ball from inside the line. And then because of that, we're forced into this look with the arm when we come down, never extended. Instead of that look. Okay? So let's go back to this for a minute. Okay. Oh, and by the way, the loss of balance that you have sometimes, leaning over that way on the toes when you lean into the ball. The weight of the club, because you come outside that line, the weight of the club is taking you over with it. So what happens is your shoulders unwind very late in your backswing, but unwind very early in your downswing. So now your swing is going way off to the left here. Do you see it? That's the outside to the inside that I was talking about. Our goal for you for the week is to get the club, go back here for a second, is to get the club at this point more on this side of your hands. And that would involve keeping your shoulders closed longer in the downswing. So when you get to the top, you would feel like all you do is drop your arms and not open your shoulders. You said that when I hit the ball, it looks so easy. That's because the effort, there's no effort to drop my arms. Your effort is all done with your upper body turning first. So if you go up to the top here, see how early your upper body's unwinding there? So it winds up very late in the backswing, but very early in the downswing, and that forces you, look where your club is, way off to the left. So go back to our original line here. There's the line. You're swinging way, way over this way. And that leaves the face open very often and you hit a weak slice. So the goal again for the week would be to be sure that you learn to turn your shoulders earlier in the backswing and drop your arms first before we spin the shoulders out in the downswing. So we're going to keep the posture, turn, now just let it drop. This is a little better here actually. And above all, if we can do that, you're going to be able to get rid of some of this. This will have to go for you to be more consistent. You could go from a 20 to a 18, 16 right off the bat if we can learn to get that arm more extended. Okay, so that's going to be our goal for the week, and then we'll pick right up there tomorrow.